Hello, good morning. Welcome to a new day. So, it's still early, probably around 2:11, maybe 10:40 something. I've been able to do a few things that typically would, kind of add a little constraints to my activities, but personal activities. But I've carried them out. I've done them, and there's no other time but time to practice, right? So I'll carry you along when I start practicing or when I start doing something related to classical music, either like learning, studying my theory, or working on my skills on my instrument. I'll carry you along. Wishing you a good day, evening, or night, wherever you are, and wishing you all the very best in your endeavors.
To do a lot is watching inspiring or motivational videos. If you Google or search on YouTube for, I've used the running example, but like running inspiration or work inspiration or anything like that, that can be helpful to put you in that state of seeing other people do things and help you to feel inspirational video of somebody else doing the thing. That can actually make your brain think that you're doing the thing and actually build that momentum to help you to want to go do the thing. Or it can just help to inspire you to feel like, okay, I can do this too. Another thing can be accountability. For example, in my membership community, members engage in and they basically set their intention for the week, and then we check in with them at the end of the week. And so if you're the kind of person that does well with external accountability, something like this can be helpful. It could be whether you decide to join our community or not. It could be speaking to a friend or a coworker. Okay, can you help to hold me to this deadline? One thing that I've watched before has been like reading sprints. So basically they use the Pomodoro technique, which is a time management technique where you're doing focused work for a period of time and then taking a short break, and you're doing it together with people online. And so this can help to keep you more accountable if you're the kind of person who thrives with external accountability. Another motivated to do chores or something else, how can you make it more exciting and something that is potentially something you can look forward to? So maybe it's you only listen to your favorite podcast or your favorite music when you're doing the chores, or you do something else that helps to make it more exciting for you, or you reward yourself at the end for getting the thing done. And this can also be helpful if, like I mentioned earlier in the episode, if you're the kind of person who feels like there's no purpose for what you're doing, or it's hard for you to subscribe a value to the thing that you're doing, then there's no purpose for what you're doing, or it's hard for you to subscribe a value to the thing that you're doing, then this can be a helpful tip to think of, okay, I have to do this thing anyway, so how can I make it more enjoyable for myself? How can I make it more fun? And another tip is to remember your why. So if there is something that you're working towards that's maybe more of a longer term goal and you have to push through some discomfort to get started on the thing, remembering why you're doing this thing can help you to connect with that reason and that purpose and help to give you some motivation to continue with the thing. So whether it is a personal development goal or a physical health goal, or kind to yourself, you are not a failure for being unmotivated, and take things one step at a time. So your action tip for this episode is to take at least one of the tips that I suggested and try to put this into action so that you can work towards getting out of this place of feeling unmotivated, and recognize that it's okay to be feeling the way that you do.
Hello. So part 3 has come and has gone. We didn't rehearse. We didn't do anything musical whatsoever. However, I hope that the videos or the clips that were shown before this particular footage inspired somebody out there to keep going nonetheless, keep fighting for that positive goal, keep fighting for that thing that brings value, that others can also see value in, and to just never call yourself a failure, and believe that the struggle could be an opportunity to be that better version of yourself, to break through. and to continue in the progress, and to continue to continue evolving for the better. All right, see you in part 4.